As you can see, you can just move this around. There's no structure to it. What's good, everybody? It's Kenny Scoops with 3 Scoops, and welcome back to another episode of our new segment called The Inside Scoop. So in this video, what we're going to focus on today is hats, and we're going to give you our top 3 tips on details to pay attention to and also notify you about when you're getting hats made or looking to manufacture hats or purchase hats from someone in general. So let's go ahead and get into tip number 1, which is going to be the embroidery style, right? So if we take a look at this corduroy hat that we did a few years back, you can see it just has like the flat embroidery on here, typically what you're gonna see on a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or something like that. This is gonna be just like your standard embroidery. But if we take a look at the hat here, you're gonna see this is more raised. It has that 3D effect to it, and this is gonna be like a lot of your new era hats or your baseball caps, or like MLB caps if you see those. So most people, especially when you're getting a logo done like this, you're gonna want that raised embroidery, and that comes in at tip number 1. Make sure you know which embroidery style that you're asking for: raised and flat or regular embroidery. Tip number 2 that we're going to go over, and we can actually use this exact same hat again. You're going to want to know if you want your hat to be structured or unstructured. Now, how can you tell the difference? Because very simple, an unstructured hat is going to allow you to really do whatever you want with the crown of the hat here. So as you can see, you can just move this around. There's no structure to it. This is going to be an unstructured hat. On a structured hat though, and we'll use this hat this time because you can see like you have to pucker that in, which is, I continue to do that. That's not the natural shape of the hat, therefore it's going to cause like some type of deformity if you were to pucker it and try to do all that extra movement on it long term. So that's tip number 2. You want to make sure, do you want an unstructured hat like this, or do you want a structured hat like this? And then tip number 3, which, like, unless you really are into hats, is the crown height. Please make sure you pay attention to crown height. I'm pretty sure there's everyone watching this video right now that has received a hat, and then that hat seems so much higher here, and you're like, yo, like, who is this hat made for? That's because you didn't pay attention to the crown height. So what we mean by that is, we'll use this hat here. This is, I want to say I ordered this at like a 3.25 inch crown height. So it kind of puts it at like a medium crown height. That's typically what you could expect. If you're getting a low crown height, you're probably going to have something a little bit lower, which I believe this is a 3-inch crown height here. And then if you're going to have, so they'll usually call this low at a 3-inch crown height, this kind of middle at maybe a 3.2, 3.25 crown height, like a high crown height, but usually that's going to put you at like 3.5 inches and above for a hat with a high crown height, which is just going to, like, depending on your head size, look absolutely ridiculous when you rock that hat. So those are our top 3 tips for you guys when you're paying attention to the hats that you guys are looking about either purchasing or getting made. You want to pay attention to the embroidery style, to structured or unstructured, and also the crown height of your hat as well. So obviously there's so many more details that we can go over, but we want to keep it nice and simple for you guys. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, definitely make sure you drop the comment below. We'll make sure to address it there. And as always, we appreciate y'all taking the time to watch the video. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video, right?